Testing, testing, testing. Whoa. Okay, I think I fixed everything that I need to fix. Hello guys, Blank, wait, who else is here? Noah, Lost, Obama. Noah, wait, where do you have to go in 5 minutes? No! You're gonna go? No, 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 no. You can't go. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to leave. Not yet. Wait. Is it too loud? Is it too loud? I don't know if it's too loud or not. Oh my god, you're not allowed to leave yet. Hold on. Hi, why am I in the corner? Wait. Hi. I'm ranting today, if you don't mind. I'm ranting. I'm gonna be ranting today because a lot of things happened and oh sorry, my bad. And I figured, you know what, instead of like just pure ranting like last time, I wanted to like make something different today. So we're going back to this game. Oh, oops, we go back to this game. It's been a while, right? It's been a while since we last played this game. Since I last played this game, so I was like, you know what? It was either this or like I get Power Wash Simulator, and play that. But then like I realized Power Wash Simulator is like expensive, dude. For me at least. And so I was like, you know what? I have Yakiniku Simulator. You know what? It's fine. Motherfucker, you're alive. Hi, Nari Sakuya. I'm not going. I just wanted you to hurry up because I'm impatient. Fair enough. Burgway survived. I did survive last. Wait, were you not here last stream? I feel like hi Noma, hi Obama. That's 2 hours. That's pretty good. GNT. I appreciate that joke. Just know that I appreciate that joke. Is it too loud? Just a genuine question. Is it too loud? I need to like find out because it's been a while since I last streamed, and last stream was very scuffed. So I was like, you know what? I'm more like can't. Anyway, no, you missed the last stream. Ah, okay. Well, last stream, right? I was just talking about like a lot of things. I talked about a lot of things. I talked about like I talked about why I started this channel and like why I continued this channel at the end of the day. And I also talked about like my stresses, basically my whole like the important bits of my life, like half of my life for the past like 5 years. That's what I talked about. Now, my mental's pretty low, not gonna lie, because Gura just graduated. Did you know that? Gura just graduated. Gura, by the way, if you don't know, is basically VTuber LeBron. So like, you think about like the biggest VTuber ever, and you think about like the word VTuber, right? Like people who don't know about VTubers at least know about Gura. And there was a point in my life where it was nothing but, you know what? We'll play the game. We'll play the fucking game. Free mode. So there was a point in my life where it was not. Is it too loud, guys? Genuine question. Is it too loud? I'm pretty sure it's too loud. Hold on. Let me. Game settings. Audio volume. 39%. Nom. Anyway, you missed the last one. Yeah. So what happened, right? Was am I too tiny, guys? Do you guys want me to be bigger or like tinier? Genuine question. By the way, do you guys know? Oh, why can I not blink? Is it my glasses? Is it my? I gotta clean my glasses. Oh shit, lore. Oh crap. Oh shit, I revealed that I wear glasses. Oh no. Oh my god, Noma is actually secretly a hot ikemen who wears glasses. Potential class president, super cool, smart guy. What? Is that who Noma is IRL? Huh? Lore drop? Megane Noma? No. I just cleaned my glasses, by the way. So, good news for me. Ever since last time, I've been trained by one of the top 50 ultra cool speedruns in the art of speedrunning this game, and now I'm trying to go for this game, Yakiniku Simulator. What? You crazy? Your career is idiot. I have my friend right now watching this. Hi, Saki's friend. 100 these icons. Shut up, hot man. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've been. You know what? Screw it, right? You guys already know I wear glasses now. I've been wearing glasses since the 2nd grade. How old was that? I was like 7 years old. 7. I've been wearing glasses since I was 7. I'm like the first in my year, the first person I know to wear glasses. That's crazy, right? The youngest. Isn't that crazy? I've been a hot nerd ikemen for like so many years now. It's crazy. I'm like the first hot nerd ikemen, I guess, that I know. Nerd, I see totally not needing glasses. Yeah, man, screw glasses, right? You know my minus isn't even that bad. Like my minus isn't it's not even that bad, honestly. It's like negative, it's like minus 1.5. 1.5 on one eye and like 0.75 in the other. It is really not that bad. But I've gotten so used to it that I can't read without it. I actually can't read without my glasses. But without my glasses, I turn into one of those like super hot guys. Like super hot guys who with whatever. My glasses will make it look like Steve Urkel. Who? Who's that? Blind Manay? Shut up, man. I've been wearing glasses since I was 11. I remember. Dude, wait a minute. Does everyone here wear glasses? When I wrote them for the first time, I was seeing the world with different eyes, literally. Dude, I was okay. I gotta tell you something, right? I was sick. I got hit with dengue and typhoid, right? 2 in 1. Buy one, get one free package, right? And my I don't know how you guys call it in English. Hold on. My platelets. The amount of platelets I have, right, like decreased like crazy, right? Normally it's like 200,000, right? I went down to like 60,000. That's crazy. That's a lot. My health was like really low. I was at the hospital for like a week plus. I've had like an infusion on my hand for like a week plus. I couldn't move like one of my hands at all times for like a week plus. And I wasn't wearing my glasses for a week plus, Like no glasses at all for a week plus. Isn't that crazy? That's like the longest time I haven't like worn glasses. And that's also the longest time I haven't showered. I did not shower, by the way. Did you know that? And when I wore glasses straight after that, right? It was like, my eyes are like so dizzy, I can't like go through this. So like I took them off. It was actually a lot better for me to like not wear glasses straight after that. Stinking Noma. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Also bad news for me is stop showering in order to for Nugget. What? How does that work? How does that work? Need one but never had one yet. You should. Glasses are like positive aura, Like you wear glasses, you become like a hot ikemen guy, Hot nerd ikemen, one of those like, you can like tilt your glasses up and you're like naruhodo, Naruhodo. Well, crap, this cooks pretty fast. Nom nom nom. It's like one of those things, right? Naruhodo desu ne, Doesn't make you seem smarter. Dude, I had like green aura with flies. What? No. It's like I got yellow aura, Super Saiyan. That's how much aura I have. Anyway, I was about to rant today, right? I wanted to rant. We're getting off topic. I really wanted to show you something as well straight after this, right? I promised like last stream I wanted to like show you like my auditions for the agencies. The audition that like got me an interview. I wanted to show you that because I really want to dedicate myself to like not taking this seriously anymore. And in order to like not take this seriously, I actually need to like show you. I actually need to expose myself as like someone who like actually went for the agencies, Like because they don't accept people who like. They don't accept people who. They don't accept people who like. Expose themselves as like, you know, oh yeah, I tried for this agency, I tried for that agency. They don't like that. So if they find out that like you did that, you're just out. You're just blacklisted. You're gone. You got no more chances. And by showing this to you, right, I'm basically, oh, but Noma, you're just destroying your chances to get into an agency because isn't that what you wanted for like 5 years? Yeah, it is what I wanted for 5 years. But then like, you know, I explained this in the last stream. If you guys were that, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm past that. Oh, hi Mochi. Yeah, I'm past that. I'm like at a new phase of life, you know, and I kind of want to like not chase, like be more serious with life. If that makes sense, right? That makes sense, right? Yeah, that does make sense. So by doing that, it's like, dang, Noma's serious in life, you know. But no, it's like, it's not our Mochi, by the way, Noah. It's another Mochi. Just say you can't see this, but I'm giving a thumbs up. He wants your character development. I want your character development, like. Yeah, I did. I guess I did. This is Mochizuki Ai. Yeah, that's a different Mochi. That's my streamer friend. Look at anyway. We played Apex together, I think, right, Mochi? Like a long time ago. Like on stream, I mean. We play Apex like off stream, like pretty often. But on stream, Chiyu is here. What? It's delayed for stream. I'm sorry. Yeah, where was I? Right? I wanted to like I wanted to like put on the internet something that I like kind of want to like cringe at, right? So I kind of like wanted to sing at the start, but then like I even like went through the trouble of like getting an echo plugin in order to like make it, you know, a serious singing stream, but then like I backed out and decided to just go for Yakiniku Simulator instead, because I'm like, you know what, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't know if I can. I don't know if like my heart can take that. I don't know if my heart can take that. Essentially is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Maybe like an impromptu karaoke, right? That'd be fun. Right? In order to like, I'm mourning right now. I don't know if you guys like know this, but like I'm a huge fan of Gura. I'm a huge fan of Gura. And Gura is like, it was a point in my life. I'm gonna start the rant now, if you guys don't mind. I ranted last stream. I'm gonna rant again, if you guys don't mind. If you guys are like okay, oh no. If you guys are like okay with it, I'm gonna like rant again. If you guys like weren't here last stream, then like I suggest you get on the video. But no, I'm kidding. I'm gonna like summarize last stream. I know I can't. It's so much. I talked about so many things last stream that I can't summarize it. You guys gotta like watch it yourselves. Be a good kitten and watch my last stream. Can I like eat it raw? I can't. I can. Oh my god. What? The hundreds of dollars spent on plushies clued me in. Yeah. So I was. How would I say this? There's something that I missed out. There are a few things that I missed out last stream. Right? A lot of things that I missed out on. And a big part of it was what got me into VTubers in the first place. Tapeworms incoming? You know, I just got... By the way, Chiyu, are you okay now? I heard you got a fever. I heard you got a fever. Are you good? Are you fine? You know what? Let's burn something. Let's go burn this tongue. This gyutan. This gyutan. Oh no, you're still quite so. Oh no, get well soon. Get well soon. I'm gonna burn this. I'm gonna burn this. Oh wait a minute. It was raw before. Shit, my bad. Oops. Stop eating raw meat. No. No, fine. We'll break even by making this like overcooked, like burnt, like level 5 burnt. Oh, is this how you're supposed to? Oh, that's perfect. Oh my god. Wait. We weren't cooking it properly. My bad. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Yeah. Where was I? Right. A big part of like how I got it. The cat with these chewing noises. Know that they're eating raw meat. Shut up. Don't judge, man. It's beef tartare. Don't keep yourself safe. I will force you to drink the concoction, not the concoction, not the concoction. Concoct. Get it? Cause cock. Anyway. So a big part of like how I got into VTubers was Holo Myth. If you don't know what Holo Myth is, it's basically. Wait, hold on. Let me check how much percent my phone's at. Right. If you don't know what Holo Myth is, then so there's the biggest VTuber agency is called Holo Live. Right? You know, maybe I should make a presentation about this one day. I don't know. I wanted to do like a unique gaming stream today, like maybe like Minecraft, but like everything is like 10 times speed or something like that. But then like I kind of wanted to rant, and I feel like I don't think I could rant if I'm playing a game that's like that, you know. It's like that requires me to focus too much, you know. I don't think I can do that. But I can do perfect. Nom nom. Perfect. Nom nom. Let's cook this. Let's overcook this. Nom nom. Let's overcook this baby right here. Right, so I don't think I can like focus on like ranting if I play a game that requires that much focus, you know? Eat pure wasabi? Oh, I can do this. What? Can I add the lemon? No. Right. So I'm gonna rant today. A big part of you like pure wasabi? Like just wasabi, or like wasabi with something else? If it's like wasabi with something else, yeah, I love it. I love it, mochi. Different mochi, by the way. You perhaps keep an eye on certain drunk girl and remember her password. Okay. This is gonna be like a part of the rant. Like I don't usually like when a VTuber graduates. I have like a part of the charm I feel like is because they're in an agency. I think I said this before, but I don't like indie VTubers. I really don't. It's pretty weird coming from me who is an indie VTuber, right? But I really don't like indie VTubers. You know why? Because it's not delicious. Yum yum. Like a part of the reason why I don't like indie VTubers is because they're unprofessional. Because there's no thing on top of the indie VTuber to like bonk them if they do something bad, you know? And most of the time, right? Most of the time, I'm generalizing here, okay? Don't judge me. Because I have seen a lot of shit as a VTuber, okay? I know a lot of other VTubers. And if you're in the same shoes as I am, right? Wait, is my echo on? Filters. No, it's not. Okay, cool. If you've seen the shit that I've seen, right? VTuber, like VTubers, they're very antisocial, and it shows. As in, like, most of the time, right? Like, a VTuber doesn't really know how to socialize, and because of that, they miss out on, like, important social cues, you get me? And because they miss out on important social cues, they just don't know how to act properly in different situations. And how do I say this without like offending anyone? Was carefully choosing his words. I am, because Guru is very professional with the 2 streams a month. No, yeah, minus that, right? Like it's like, it's not about like that type of professionalism that I'm talking about. It's about like what she says on stream, off stream, the brand image she creates, everything like that, right? That's the type of professionalism I'm talking about. Corporate statement, I'm waiting. Hey, listen, anything I say, anything I say could be used against me. Okay, I can't trust the internet, man. You guys, sure, whatever, but then like, what if like in like 30 years I decide to become like a member of like the parliament? or like a minister, you know, of like a whole fucking country, and then like they look back on this, they found out, oh my god, this guy used to be Noma, and this guy said this shit, you know, I am dead. You get it? I'm dead. My whole, I'm not even talking about my VTuber career. I'm talking about my real career here. And so anything I put on the internet, there's this thing called a digital footprint, okay? Right? So you know how it is, right? Okay, anyway, right? So like if you're a VTuber, right? Like an indie VTuber, since no one's really like bonking you, no one's really like protecting your IP, no one's like, bye guys, bye Mochi. No one's like protecting your IP, no one's like protecting what you say, protecting your brand, etc. You can say anything on the internet and not get like, yeah, you can say things on the internet to a bunch of other people who are also antisocial and don't really know any social cues, and because of that, you get a whole recipe of like a bunch of people who live in a bubble talking to a different group of people living in a bubble. You know, and like the smallest problems turn into like a huge, ooh, delicious. The smallest problems turn into like the biggest things that like sometimes I'm like, damn man, you know, have you never like touched grass? You know, like there are bigger problems here. I've seen like bigger problems that people don't have to like, you know, publicize, right? Or like, you know, I mean, right now I'm being very unprofessional. I'm doing the exact thing that I hate about it. No, actually, no, not really. No, not really. I would love to hear about like a whole live VTuber talking about their auditions. Honestly, I really love talking. I really love like hearing about that. But has that been your experience so far? Most of the time, yeah. Most of the time. I mean, I try to associate with people who actually like know how to properly socialize. But usually, if it's like, I sense that like, oh, it's kind of, I feel like it'll be bad news if like I associate with this person. I just try to stop associating with them. You know, it's like real life. You know, you don't be friends with you don't make friends with everyone, right? In real life, you have to choose your friends. Yeah, it's the same thing here, essentially. But yeah, a big part. This is like the intro to the rant. By the way, this isn't even the rant. Okay, so like a big part of like why I don't like indie VTubers is that, right? So, which is why I really love corporate VTubers a lot more, because I love to see them it's such a small world. It's a limited world in corporate VTubers because it's like it's only them, you know? Like you know the characters, you know like this group hangs out with that group, but then they're also friends with this, and then like this person's really shy, and there's also, you know, the fact that they went through an audition for that, right, means okay, this is actually a qualified person to entertain. You know, this is fact checked by the company themselves that this person can actually entertain people. You know, I don't really have to like, oh my god, especially with this person, I don't like that one because that person can't fucking entertain for shit. Or like, I don't like that person because I don't like the way they talk, for example. But in like whole life, you know, like, oh, this person's been like background checked and you know, there's no scandal waiting to happen. There's no scandal that already happened because they've been fact checked. Right? I go, yell, friends here, read the chat. I feel like individuals doesn't the collective hype out of chat. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like you guys are like chat. I still feel like you guys are like individual people because I don't have like a huge chat, right? You guys are here. We're a small tiny group. Right? Nom delicious. We're a tiny little group of directionally challenged individuals. Hello, hi Galaxy Stardust. Wait, have I seen you before? Yeah, true. VTubers are also like people. You can't like everyone's is part of the human experience. It is. But then like how you say it, how you word things, how you like talk about people, how you talk to people. It's a social skill, right? And you know, given the background of VTubers, right? Like you're essentially just like a person behind a screen talking to yourself in a room. You know, chances are, right, a majority of the time, right, you know, you can probably imagine like a person who, I'll say it as bluntly as possible, does not socialize. Or barely socializes. Or socializes with people who are similar to them. And because of that, it's, you know, it's basic etiquette that indie VTubers are lacking. You know? Just haven't been around to watch the stream, sorry. Don't be sorry! Why are you sorry? What? Why are you sorry? Why are you sorry? I barely stream! Last time I streamed was like last month. I mean, to be fair, I would stream more, but oh crap! Delicious. Delicious. I would stream more, but I got sick. I got hit with dengue and typhoid all at once. Buy one, get one free package. Am I too loud? Or am I like too quiet? Is the song too loud? Is the BGM too loud? Am I too loud? Hold on, wait, let me decrease the volume of the music then, because I feel like it's a bit too loud. Is it too loud? I don't know, can someone tell me please? As you seen before? Oh wait, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, right? I mean like, Mochi, you also stream, so you would understand what I'm saying. Bro, how could you not remember Galaxy Star to share what you— I'm sorry! GNT! I'm sorry! The medium is fine. Oh, my bad. I'll decrease it. I'll increase it. I'll turn it back to normal for I can't talk. For you. Oh my god, it's delicious. I was about to say something that have you seen that meme where like this dude playing Minecraft and like he's being chased by an Enderman, and like this one dude was like saying, "Oh my god, an Enderman's chasing me," and then the other dude's like saying, "I'm being chased by a big black individual." sorry. That made me laugh so hard the first time I heard that. I saw that. Hey, I'm eating my greens. All right. Nom 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 nom. Anyway, it's a popular meme. I'm eating my greens. I can stop by and say hello to you. Okay. Thank you, Galaxy. And I just like editing Joseph Joestar. The chicken jockey. What? Was the crispy side of the salad? Yeah, where was I? Someone told me where I was. Right, whole life. So that's the biggest reason why I really like corporate VTubers, because they've been like background checked, they've been like interviewed, they actually know how to entertain, they've probably been trained before. They have like concerts, they have like songs, they have a lot more like things in their arsenal essentially, and they're a lot more professional too. But again, like there are a lot of things that they're not allowed to say, which is a pro and a con for me. I mean, all the burnt ones. Yeah, like pros and cons, like they're not like as real as like indie VTubers, I guess. You know, if that makes sense. They're not being as real to them as indie VTubers are. But that's fine, you know. I'm there to like get lost, right? I'm there to like escape from my stresses, my you know, the real world, right? As corny as that sounds. And in 2020, right, it was the pandemic. Okay, let me start the rant now. Let me actually start the rant. Gura can't call me hateful things. She can't single you out and I don't know. I mean, like she did like call one person like, they're a lot closer than your parents will ever be. Ha ha ha. You know, I like that. It was a god tier clip. I love that. I love Gura. Anyway, right? There was a point in my life where, you know, pandemic, right? Pandemic was, I feel like, a lonely time for everyone. You know, no one really knew what to do. Everyone was like locked in their rooms, their houses, their apartments, whatever, their flats. I keep forgetting to breathe. And because everyone's been locked up and shit, it's like, you know, like they don't really know what to do, right? Like for me, university paused, stopped even. I don't even know if like I'd be getting my degree by then. It was that uncertain. Pandemic feels like a fever dream now. It does. It really does. So like I was, oh, delicious. I'll just cook one at a time now. And then like, I remember like YoAsobi's first song, Yoru ni Kakeru, first came out. I was like, whoa, this is a peak song. This is a huge song. I love this song. I played it on repeat in my living room while playing Final Fantasy Remake, right? And then one of the recommended videos below that was like, hey, check this out. You know, there's a trailer for like, you know, I'll link it. I'll link it. I'll link the video. Follow live English first trailer. This one. Hold on, I'll show you. You guys can't see that, can you? But it's that video that first got me into that, and I'm like, whoa, I know what a VTuber is. Okay, I already know what a VTuber is because I've been, I know Kizuna I know Shiro channel before that, like ages ago, back in school, like 2017. No, not, yeah, 2016, like middle, no, not middle school. Yeah, middle school. I knew about VTubers since middle school, like 2016-ish. 2015, 2016. I knew Kizuna I knew of Shiro channel. I knew there's one other VTuber that if I say I'll reveal my nationality. Which I will, by the way. By the way, I'll be revealing my nationality like someday. Like very soon. Like next month maybe. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, you guys can finally like figure out what my nationality is. Ha ha ha. Not that it's important. I'll teach you my native language actually. I'll do like a stream where like I teach you my native language. I really want like another VTuber from my country to like help me out with it. To like voice like a waiter or something, or a waitress. You know, that'd be like kind of cool, right? I'll roleplay a little tiny like roleplay in like my native language. But I don't know any VTuber from my own country. That's the thing. That's a problem. That is a problem. I don't know anyone. I'm not close with anyone enough to like, hey, can you help me with this collab? Hey, can you help me with the stream that I'm planning on making? You know, I can't ask anyone. I'm not close enough. Anyway, it's important. It's unimportant. Kara looks so silly with the sword and shield. I know. I know. I know. Anyway, right? So like there was a point in time in my life where it was nothing but Hololive. Right? It was nothing but Hololive. And what's it called? It was nothing but Hololive. I would literally just wake up, right? I would wake up, like eat and shit like that, whatever. I would watch their like streams, watch their clips, because my entire YouTube feed was literally just them. Because they were a hot topic, right? Holo Myth was such a hot topic that like anyone who's like remotely into like V singers or like, you know, Yotaites, right? They call them V singers now, but then like they used to be called Yotaites. You know, if you back in my day, they used to be called Yotaites. Back in the Reichi days, you know, back in the Reichi my R days, they used to be called Yotaites. Do you guys know Reichi? Do you guys know Reichi? Do you guys even know Reichi? I'm such a huge fan of her. Huge fan of her. I love her her covers and stuff like that. Anyway, whatever. So you're from Germany? Why I think that? You're from I'm from Germany. Wait, no guesses about my nationality until I actually reveal it. I'm just waiting on like a commission right now. I'm just waiting on like an art commission that I want to post on Twitter. That'll be hella. I mean, it's not gonna be like hella funny, but like it'll be a banger for me at least. You know, I don't care if it gets like 2 likes. I think it's a huge banger. My idea is gonna be such a huge banger. No, I don't. How do you spell her name? It's Reichi. Nika and Teto. Oh no. Reichi's like a real person. Reichi's like a real person. This is Reichi My R. Do you guys know like My R, the song? Na 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 na. This na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, don't do it, please. Na 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 na. You know that was what got me into like, you know. You guys real how old you get? Yeah, I love Reichi. Right, you get me? You get me? You get me? You understand? Yeah. So that was like, that was like the OG, like, real person behind anime avatar talking, you know, that was like the OG era. Haven't heard of her in ages, really, but you know of her, right, Blank? Yeah. Anyway, where was I? What am I talking about, Reichi? What am I talking about? Yeah, right. So there was a point in time when like, you know what? No grilling anything. No grilling anything, no song, just Noma. This is serious. This is serious. You know it's serious what I'm talking about. When I'm pure like here. You know what? We're even going nighttime. We're going nighttime because I'm so serious about this. My arm is a shit. It was the shit. It was the shit. I get it, Blank. I used to listen to that when I was in like middle school, back when I was like religiously watching like Ruby. Do you guys know Ruby? Do you guys know what Ruby is? RWBY. I used to like watch that secretly. It was so it was so cringe that I kept it a secret that I watched it, you know? I knew it was cringe, but I loved it. Except volumes 1 to 3 though. That was peak. That was peak. Anyway, real talk. No song, no anything. It was a point in my life where like it was just nothing but Hololive. And it sounds stupid, it sounds cringe, it sounds sad, but I'm trying to be as real with you as possible here, right? I would wake up, I would actually gush over Gura's voice. Like actually like, oh my god, how could like a person sound this cute, you know? Stuff like that. It's cringe. I know. I'm aware of it. I'm aware that it's cringe. But that's what I did. And then like I sent clips to like my one friend who knows about VTubers at the time. He's the dude that like helped me design this. I think I told you about him. Last stream. I talked about him last stream actually. Talked about my friend, this friend last stream. Let's call him like R, because we're talking about like my R, you know. Let's call him R. So R, so I sent R this like, what's it called, like clips and like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be sad. Hold on, let me okay, I'm supposed to be sad here. I'm supposed to I am pretty sad though, not gonna lie. I'm sad on the inside. I'm just like really cheerful because I'm streaming right now. I'll be sad. So I can't take this. So I used to like send. I used to wait. I gotta blush. Where's my blush? Is it? What? I used to send our like clips like every day. No, fuck the blush. I used to send like our like clips every single day about like, oh my god, how is Gura this cute? How is Gura this? Oh my god, wow, her singing voice is amazing. I really like her voice a lot. Her humor is pretty funny too, right? Stuff like that. And her design, I really like her design. So yeah, that was basically it. Like it went on, like this phase really went on for like half a year plus until I actually got my own PC to start streaming. Like I told you, like last stream, remember that? If you were here last stream, if you weren't here last stream, go back to that. Talk to me there. You know, I talked about it. I talked about my stresses. I talked about my little tiny depresso espresso. Wait a minute. Wait, my chat was like delayed. I couldn't see you guys for a while. Right. How do I say? How do I say it? Unlike, I like Kim Possible a lot. Who's that? I love Kim Possible. No, okay. Right. So where was I? Right. So like, it was like it lasted for like half a year until I actually got my own PC, because I really wanted to like get into an agency to stream myself, to be a VTuber, and to like actually entertain people. Because I feel like I could do it. Like this is not me like stroking my own like, wait, you know what? I need a song for this. This is no wait. This is a serious part. So I felt like I knew that I could. I felt that I could do it. You know, I felt that I could do what they do. I feel like I'm chatty enough and I can bullshit enough to entertain people. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna invest in a PC, and I can probably like audition or something like that, right? And I did. And I told you about like those auditions. I did like 18, 17 to different companies. I got like 2 interviews, and that's it. I almost got into Nijisanji. I got like an interview from Nijisanji. It was for their second male gen Noctics. I auditioned for that. That was like I already had Noma, by the way. Noma was already a thing. I just didn't tell you because I wanted to be mysterious, right? I want to be like, oh, sorry guys, I'm graduating, and then like, oh my god, I need Nijisanji VTuber, and then like, what? That's Noma, you know, stuff like that. What? Yeah, no, I talked about this. Yeah, last stream. Yeah. So anyway, right? I also auditioned for like Luxium as well. Aside from that, but that was back when like my auditions were like dog shit, and my Noctix audition was also dog shit. My last audition, I sent it over to first stage. This was, I'm gonna repeat what I said like last stream, about this part. By the way, but with me saying this out loud on stream, on recording, in an like archived, right, like on the internet, I am unable to join any other agency because if I say this out loud, they're not gonna accept me anymore. So this is me actually committing to me not wanting to continue and take this seriously, you know? Yeah, you didn't get to continue down the path of Nijisanji. No, listen here, GMT. Listen here. Say I get in Nijisanji, right? Say I get in, and then they butt fuck me hard in the ass, right? And then I get a pretty cool sob story, and then I go back to Nomane, and people are like, oh my god, poor Nomane, you know, let's go support him, and then I get money. That's how it works, baby. That's showbiz. That's showbiz. Not taking VTubing seriously? Yeah, I'm not lost. Like, if you can't tell already, I'm not like, let's put this song back on because I feel like this is taking a bit too long. Not taking VTubing seriously? Yeah, because like, if you can't tell already, I'm not like streaming often. And because I'm not streaming often, why am I wearing? And because I'm not streaming often, I'm not really like, how would I say this? I'm not really like taking my life seriously. You know, I'm not taking my life seriously, and I'm not. That's what I should be prioritizing right now. But with VTubing, I was like at a point in my life where like I was so hyper fixated on this that like it was always at the back of my mind. It was like, shit, I gotta make a new short idea. I gotta like make a new live stream idea. I gotta make a new video idea. And then like when something flops, I think about it a lot to the point where like it really bothers me. You know, it bothers me more than it should. I really wanted to take it seriously. I really did. All for the purpose of like getting into an agency. This Nova was supposed to be a stepping stone. Like this channel that you're watching right now, this whole model, this whole concept, it was just a stepping stone at the start. It was just like I didn't want to have any attachments to like this model essentially at the start because I wanted to like ditch it eventually. Because I wanted to like quote unquote upgrade to like an agency. You know, that was my initial goal. And then I realized I actually have to grow this channel seriously to actually have a chance at an agency, you know? So I did. I took it seriously. And, you know, I guess I still feel like I have it in me, right? But it's like, it's not real, you know? It's not real to what I need to be doing in the future. And I feel like I wasted 5 years on this, you know, and during my time as, you know, when I was like taking this seriously, it was so bad to the point where like at work, I was like thinking about this like 24/7. I have like a whole Google document entitled The Plan, full stop, which is essentially just an introspective analysis on myself and a bunch of ideas that I have on what I really want to do. and it has, by the way, like present tense, it has like 17,000 words, I think, 18,000 words. I'm not too sure. It's like, it's a lot, you know, and it's like a fucking, it's like a thesis. It's like a dissertation for like university. You know, it's that big. It's that big a document. Anyway, let me just scroll up the chat. I'm glad you didn't. For me, two worlds are colliding right now. Don't know how to feel about this. It's crazy. Why? Wait, two worlds? Wait, you watched Niji, Noah? What? Yeah, I heard about them being strict and kind of hurting the workers sometimes, stuff like that. Yeah. But imagine my sob story, though. I do plan on becoming a PNG streamer at the start. Well, I feel like that'd be too much for a self-starter side. Yeah. Continue yourself. Yeah. Anyway, I was a bit too committed. Essentially, right? Remember like my last quote-unquote last stream? Like the stream before I disappeared for like 9 months, 10 months? I told myself, right? I told myself the second, like I did one final audition, one last audition, and I told myself after this audition I'm done. If I get like I really wanted to like at least know for myself that I personally can make it. You know, I feel like I wanna at least have some pride for myself to the point where like if I can't get at an agency, I want to know that I'm at least agency level. I want to know that they at least would consider me as like a candidate. You know, like I want to know that I'm that good now. It's stupid, but then like it's my pride at work, right? And so I did one last audition to first stage production. Do you know that? It's like, I feel like it's like Hololive, Niji Sanji, Phase Connect, then first stage. Yeah, then first stage. You know, VShojo, I'm not really counting VShojo because VShojo is just like, I don't see VShojo as like an agency. It's more like a compilation group of indie VTubers. You know, so I still went to first stage production. And by the way, I sent like a bunch of other every time I see an audition opening, I would make an audition and I would send one over. Including Niji, including Hololive, Holostars, by the way. Like Holostars is like what I really wanted to get into. I had like my auditions viewed before many times, but like I've never been like called to interview by like Holostars, Hololive. That's what I really wanted at the start. That was my dream. I found Niji Sanji by finding Lyceum one day back then. I've gotten more interested in VTubers and want to become one of them. I get it, man. That's me with Holo's Myth. That's me with Holo Myth. There was like 6 months of me like just gushing over Gura, and then because I was gushing over Gura, you know, the last I was crying, man. I was actually sobbing onto my phone, like when Gura was like doing her graduation stream. I remember like, dude, wait, I might actually fucking tear off in this. She had like a few final words, right, on her like last stream. It was like, shit, you know, I couldn't have made it without you guys. And then like she started crying and she started like tearing up, and I was like, no, Gura, you know, like, you can't, you know, because I owe her. She doesn't know me. She doesn't know I exist. But I owe her a lot. I don't think I would have been like as happy in the pandemic without her. And it's not the person. By the way, it's not the person behind Gorgura. It's what she represents that I'm crying about. Because like Gorgura represents a point in my life where like I was really happy with myself. I was like, it was a pandemic, right? I was with my family most of the time. I was really having fun. I was thinking about university. I was getting good grades in university. That boosted my mood a lot as well. And then like I was thinking about my future. I feel like it was looking bright back then, and then like I would just like gush over Gura because I feel like, oh my god, what a cool concept. I love this, right? And with her being gone, right, I feel like because she represents that like quote unquote like youthful, happy me. You know, I feel like I need to move on with life too. You know, like she moved on with life. It's stupid. It's a weird representation slash metaphor that I made up for myself. But then like I do feel like it's very valid for me because she's why I started VTubing. She's why I find this super fun. Like I've used up countless hours on this and I don't regret it one bit. It literally like changed like 5 years of my life. The trajectory of 5 years of my life. I wouldn't have met people if I didn't do this. Some people. Oh, you guys. I wouldn't have met you guys. I wouldn't have met like other people. I wouldn't have like made this whole design, this whole character of Noma, which I really like a lot, by the way. I really like my design. I don't know if you guys like can't tell, but I really love my design. One thing I regret though is like on ahoge, a cowlick, piece of like strand of hair. That's what I really regret. I really want to have that. And like a lighter color maybe, like I don't want it to be blue because that's like too Gura. Like light blue. So I was like, you know what? Let's go dark blue instead. I don't want to be like, I don't want to copy Gura. I respect her. Anyway, right, so with her gone, it's like shit. She moved on with her life. I feel like I have to like take my life more seriously too. It's like the nail in the coffin. I already felt like I needed to take life more seriously, and then like with her gone, it's like, okay, I really need to take my life more seriously. You get William Afton, the purple guy. It's not that stupid. It's understandable. I knew about VTubers. I believe in our. Wait, you said that. No, for real. I cried too. Nami. Yeah. So I was really struggling before. Like I feel like I would have struggled more than I did if I didn't know about Holomyth. Essentially, there was a point in time where like I was in the middle of like my depresso espresso, and I was just listening to nonfiction by all five of them. Holomyth. It was. If you guys want to know more about my depresso espresso, you guys can check out my last stream. I don't want to talk about that again. I really don't. Not because it incites bad memories. No, it's more like I'm too lazy to talk about all of that again. It's a long story, and I cannot be bothered. Essentially, right? I think I structured my last stream pretty well as well. So it's like, maybe if you guys are very I was about to say something in my native tongue. Holy shit. If you guys don't have anything to do, maybe you could put that in the background, maybe listen to me rant again about my life, about my depresso espresso, about why I started this channel, about why I continue this channel, about why I, whatever. Anyway, y'all practically erased me, dude. I found it was just another time I was struggling, so I'm grateful we still get to chat here. Dude, we were both struggling. We were both struggling when we met. We were both struggling. Anyway. So like with Gura gone, right? It spilled the espresso. I spilled it already in the last stream. I'm just too lazy to talk about it now. And my head's a jumbled mess right now as well because I just got hit with like dengue and typhoid like literally 2 weeks ago. My legs are shaking every time I walk My legs are actually shaking. I'm getting migraines all day yesterday. Yeah, song. I've had migraines like all day yesterday and 2 days ago. It was horrible. Today, no migraine, thankfully. But, you know, so far so good. So far, so good. Right. Migraines are no fun. Yeah, and dengue and typhoid are no fun either. It was like a buy one get one free package. It was double trouble. It was crazy. Are you okay? I'm barely okay. Honestly, right now I'm barely okay. I went to work, right? And then like I walked just a bit, and like my legs, I feel like they were about to like give out. I was about to like fall down and you know, just like you know that's how I feel. I feel like I'm easily tired, and apparently that's like pretty normal for at least like a month. And I told you guys as well, my foot, I broke my ankle as well, which made it like harder for me to like walk, because I was playing this. I was yeah. So like I basically like yeah. Anyway, unimportant. I can walk pretty fine now, but then I can't run. I still can't run. I'm not allowed to run yet because it hurts. It really does. I really want to like go back to like jogging or like sports, but I can't. Oh no, I have to be lazy at home. Oh my god, the horror. Anyway, with Guragon, right? Please be careful. I will. With Guragon, she represents like a part of my life that like I really miss. Really jogging, normie? Shut up, man. There's nothing much to do where I'm at. Actually, no, I lied. There's a lot of things to do, but whatever. Who cares? Where was I? Someone told me where I was. Right, Gura is a huge part of my life. Not a huge part of my life. Huge part of like the last 5 years of my life. Right, and I feel like my Depresso Espresso would have been a lot worse without her. She has been like really inactive since 2022, I believe. But I do like whenever like she does stream, it's like, okay, you know, I'll watch this, or like I'll watch a bit of it, or like I'll watch like clips of her talking. But what stayed consistent was like her singing. Right, I used to like have that in the background like a lot, cause as much of a meme lord that Gura is, like she sings really good. I love her singing. I love her voice a lot. Like whenever she sings slow songs specifically, right? It's like I feel like it's so soothing. You know, I feel like I'm on my mom's lap, you know, with my mom like singing me a childhood song or something like that. You know, that's what I feel whenever like I listen to like Gura singing slow songs. And then, you know, the fact that like with Gura gone, you know, it's like, shit, it's the end of a whole fucking era. You know, as cringe as that sounds, it's the end of a whole mood for me. You gotta check your horoscope for the year. Dude, I've been getting horrible luck these past few months, man. Like hospital visits day after day after day after day after day. Is that crazy? Crazy? I was crazy. No, stop. Shut up. Anyway. Right. So Gura rant. Right? I'm done with the Gura rant. That is a quick rant. That is a quick rant. Let's go back to the game. Go back to like this. Quick Gura rant, because I am very sentimental. I'm a very sentimental guy, I feel like. And with Guragon, you know, I feel like I gotta like limit what I say, because I am going to cry if I continue. And oh, right, by the way, right. let me continue like my talk about like indie VTubers before, and what started it. I think Blank was the one who had the like initial question: would you be following a certain drunk girl after her graduation when she remembers the password? That was like, hey, do you want to be an indie VTuber or want to join an agency? I used to want to join an agency, but now I just don't want to do VTubing anymore. I'm just doing this for fun, man. Anyway, by the way, by saying that I wanted to be at an agency, I am ruining my chances of being in said agency. So if you guys are a VTuber and want to join an agency, do not, for the love of God, do not say that you're auditioning to things ever. Do not ever say that. That's career suicide. Okay, that is just how to like just yourself, you know, just glug your chances of getting into that agency. You were just glugging yourself. You're not like, hey, I'm auditioning, wish me luck. You know, don't. I cannot stress this enough. Don't do that. It's like every time like I open Twitter whenever there's like a new audition, right? Back then, I saw the replies. They're like, auditioning, wish me luck, guys. And they're like, shut up, you know, you don't know what you're saying, you know, stop it, you're ruining your chances, you know. But I can't say that because that's just gonna increase my competition. And he's better. No, I'm going on a whole rant on like why indie is like, why I like corporates more than indies. So I'm going on a whole rant. It's just indies are just unprofessional, you know. Essentially, basically, just put it in one sentence. Put my whole rant in one sentence, right? Indies are just more unprofessional than corporates. Okay, then I want to join the Sanji. Now I'm free from the grasp. I mean, dude, okay, listen to me, right? Say you join the Sanji, right? And then they butt fuck you in the ass pretty hard, right? And then you get out there with a sob story, and then you'll get like, oh my fucking god! I should really turn that off. What are you doing on Twitch? Get to YouTube. My Twitch is like running on 2 FPS. Sorry about that. I should really turn that off. Streamlabs, get out of there. Twitch alerts, get out of there. Sound alerts, get out of there. I'm sorry, guys. I turned it off. I promise. Not so much. I'm sorry. Hey man, but it's like one new follower on Twitch, you know. Okay. By the way, I used to be like, I'm gonna repeat like the key points of like my last stream, but I'm not gonna be like repeating everything. Anyway, continue on to like indie VTubers, right? I feel like indie VTubers are like less professional. I feel like indie VTubers are less professional and stuff like that. And usually because of that, I don't like, if like there's like a big VTuber who graduates that I really like, no matter like what alt account they have, which means like I will join Holostars and get depressed. Well, as long as you don't say it in public, man. You know, that's what I really wanted to do back then. I really wanted to do Holostars. I didn't want to get into Holostars so badly. I feel like I could really do well at Holostars, and I still do. If I'm still taking this seriously, I still feel like I could do well. You know, I feel like Holostars is target market fits with me. You know, if I'm filtering myself, okay? I like, if I'm unfiltered, then no. If I talk unfiltered, no. But if I'm but I'm filtered and I get bonked for saying things I shouldn't say, then you know what? I can see myself being in there. You know, not gonna lie. Anyway, you're basically free to do anything if you're an indie, right? Yeah, you're basically just a random YouTuber with an avatar. Yeah, you're just basically a random streamer with an avatar. Just imagine like you just start streaming right now. You know, that's basically an indie. You know, there are no rules. There are literally no rules. People make quote unquote like whatever. Anyway, if you're an indie, right? You're like, shit, I don't like. Oh. I'm not really a big fan of indies because they're unprofessional, right? I said that before. And generally, right? Generally unprofessional. And they're not sieved through by like the companies, right? So you gotta like look for them one by one, essentially. And sometimes they get into drama, right? And and people just start hating them for some reason, even though the drama is like tiny. Which is why like, and sometimes usually, right? Like that's exactly why like if like a big VTuber graduates, essentially they go back to their alt accounts, right? But then if they go back to their alt accounts, they become indie again. And when they're indie, they don't have the resources that the company had. They don't usually have like, AKA they don't have like concerts and shit like that. They don't have 3D models, big 3D live streams, big like different assets on their streams, different big collabs that they have. Right? They don't get bonked for saying that what they shouldn't be saying. That's usually what happens when like a big corporate VTuber graduates to becoming an indie. Right? And loyal followers will still like join them, but then like me personally, right? The charm of like VTubers, I feel like, is like their quote unquote like pureness. I watch Whole Stars a lot as well, by the way. And they're funny, like I feel like how they interact with each other, the assets that they have on like their 3D screens and stuff like that, the reach that they have because they're from a corporation. That's what I really like. And it's the resources that they have as a corporate VTuber that I really feel like is part of the charm, is the biggest part of their charm that I really like. And because of that, most of the time when like, all of the time actually, when like a big VTuber graduates from like a big company, I don't follow them in their alt accounts. I don't even like, because it's different. It's a different era. Again, it's not like it's not the person behind the model, I feel like. It's the vibe that they bring with the model. Because I'm there to be entertained, I'm there. I mean, sure, like, if they have, like, if I really like the person a lot, I would sympathize with them and I'd be like, oh my god, I really like this person. I really want to, I really want them to succeed in life, stuff like that. I really want them to chase their dreams, But even then, like, at the end of the day, I just want to be entertained. I just want to like get out of my depresso espresso, Usually I that's usually like my mindset with this, right? And because of that, it's like, shoot, it's not the same anymore with when they turn indie. And it hasn't been like, I haven't had this mindset change at all for the past 5 years. So blank, if you're still here, to answer your question 17 weeks ago at the start of the stream, usually no, I would not follow VTubers to their alt accounts, their alt indie accounts. But I think I'll make an exception for this one because of how, oh, hi blank, you're still here. I think I'll make an exception for like Gura because of how much she impacted my life. I'll give her like a shot in like her indie account, But again, a part of her charm is like her in whole life, right? I know that's not who she is as a person, and I don't really care. I like her quote unquote like pureness. I know like with her alt account, she's not really like that quote unquote. Oh my god, she was unhinged. And corporations basically make people more hinged and more professional. And I like that. That's what I like. But I feel like with the impact that like Gura has put in these 5 years of my life, I think, what, I'll follow her alt. I mean, I keep following her to her alt account. You mean it breaks your immersion? It's not the immersion, it's their professionalism. Like it's not like I feel like if she just has like a different model with like a different model with like a similar vibe, then I really don't care. Honestly, it's the vibe she brings with the model, you know? I personally love Unhinged. I personally want, you know, my life is unhinged already. My life is so chaotic that I want to escape to something safe. You get me? When I escape from life, it's like I want there to be stability at least, you know? I want to know what's gonna happen. I want to feel safe. I want to feel that I'm okay. You know, even if it's just for a little while. You know, I think it's just a deep-rooted reasoning, you know, you get me? It really happens a lot with the VTuber turns indie, they kind of lose their spark. Exactly. That's what I feel like. I've seen a couple of streams years ago when she was pretty silly back then too. Yeah, but then like again, it's the unhingedness that I really don't like essentially, and it's also the resources she has when she was in a corporation. When anyone was in a corporation, when anyone is in a corporation, the connections that you have, the resources that you can throw away, you know, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things happening backstage as well, right behind the screen. There's a lot of things happening. I think more things, like when they say like, oh my god, like when I'm on screen it's only like 20% of the work. They're not kidding, man. They're not kidding. Like even as an indie VTuber, where I play with my own rules that I make for myself, I still feel like 20, like no, not 20. I wouldn't go that far. Like maybe like 30% is me being on stream. 70% is me being off stream. No, actually, if you count editing my shorts, making my shorts, and yeah, I would feel like even fucking 10% of myself is on stream. Like 10% of 15%, 10 to 20% of the work is on screen, and like the rest, like 80%, is off screen. You guys don't see me work like 80% of the time. Work on this. And it's not an exaggeration. It's different for them, you know? Maybe like they fly to Japan a lot. They train like singing. You know, they practice singing, they practice dancing a lot. You know, I'm pretty sure they do that a lot, right? They have like meetings with their managers a lot. You know, for an indie, for me specifically, it's me with like editing shorts, making scripts, continuing on the plan document, you know, updating myself with like what's happening in like the VTuber sphere, if like there are any more auditions going on, you know, trying to find other people to like that I find interesting, that I want to be friends with, you know. That's most of the work, and it's exhausting. It really is, which is why like it's man. You guys were there when I was like doing my editing stream, right? Editing a short stream, making a short stream. I feel like you guys were there, and you guys can like see how long that took me to make. That was only like 30 to 40% of the work of making a short. By the way, I think there are plenty of purple VTubers these days. Cool. I was like, crap, I want something to match my freak. So somebody gonna match my freak. Okay. I think it's a sudden shift in model and streaming way that changes after they go indie. It feels off in some way. I get that. But your opinion on Korone? I think she's neat. Fuck yeah, man. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh shit, I forgot to cook. I forgot to cook. Let me just ban this dude on Twitch. Why am I even on Twitch? My guy? Get out of here. Get out of here. My Twitch isn't even like moving. Twitch is unstable. Twitch is el stupido. You have infinite amount of meat? I do. So essentially, that's what's gonna happen. That's what happened. I was gonna talk about something else before this. I forgot. Essentially, that's like my opinion on like VTubers, indie VTubers. By the way, I would not have said anything like this when I was still like trying for an agency. By the way, I would not have voiced my opinion on like indie VTubers, corporate VTubers. I would not talk about anything regarding my knowledge of like the work behind the scenes. I would not rant. I would not do anything of that sort ever, because that sparks unprofessionalism, and agencies don't like that. And I was really trying to be in one, you know. This is like a new, like, post trying Noma is basically a new era of Noma. You know, you are not gonna like see me. I'm gonna be able now that like I'm free from the chains of tryharding. I'm gonna be talking about a lot more things that I've purposely held myself back on for years. I held back on this, by the way. I really held back. So because I held back, I didn't really get to voice a lot of things that I really wanted to say, and I was really trying hard to like be entertaining and be an interesting person. But again, you know, like I said this in my last stream as well, I'm a very this is a bad thing of me, by the way. I'm very prone to jealousy. I'm a very envious person. It's a bad thing. I'm trying to fix it. I think I'm slowly fixing it, actually. But sometimes it's just there, you know. And back when I was really tryharding this, yeah, no, like jealous. Like I'm just jealous of people a lot. And you know, they say like comparison is like the enemy of progress. Yeah, they're right. Man, I was so busy comparing myself that like when this was supposed to be an escape from real life, this became my prison. You know, both real life and Noma became like stress points for me. There was no escaping that. It was just an infinite loop of like, oh shit, I'm not taking my actual real life seriously. And then when I try to escape to Noma, it's like, oh shit, this person's doing better than me. You know? And I feel bad about myself, like double the time now. At daytime and nighttime. I still sometimes compare myself to people. But it's a habit that I'm trying to like fix. Am I low battery? Wait, hold on. Did I get a notification on my phone? Oh, it's on LinkedIn! Wow! I got a notification on LinkedIn. That's a post my friend made about volunteering at a charity. Whoa! Good on him. Anyway. Where was I? Shit, where was I? This song is really distracting me. Where was I? Someone tell me where I was. Comparison. So like, I was, you know, this is me. I was really toxic in my mind. I really felt like I was toxic, and I was like, really like impacting like my own mental health back then, because like, this is what I thought back then. Okay, this is what I thought. I don't like think about it. Royale, hi. I don't think about this anymore because I don't really like care. I'm not tryharding anymore with this. Hence, you know, my lack of like uploads of shorts. By the way, shorts is like a way for me to like try hard, you know, because I feel like that was like my niche, and I feel like I was pretty okay with that, decent at least, right, to the point where like, you know what, I can make this my selling point, you know. But now, because I'm not doing that anymore, it takes way too long to make and way too much effort to make, you know, I'm not tryharding anymore. I was probably like I'm still gonna be uploading shorts, but like rarely, you know, like once in a blue moon. Anyway, jealousy. I was so bad back then to the point where like I would see people like I would see people my size be friends with like my idols, for example, my people who I looked up to, like big VTubers, like big streamers, and I would like get jealous. I would be like, in my mind, I would be like, your girl's graduation really changed you? No, I don't think it's her graduation. It's more like I'm just mourning. I'm just solidifying what I've been thinking of for the past like 2 years. I'm just saying out loud what I've been thinking of for the past 2 years. I'm just saying what I like, the reasoning why I'm doing what I'm doing, you know? I mean, you volunteered for charity yesterday, you don't see me promoting it. Really? Wow, congrats, JT, that's so cool. You should promote it. You should put it on LinkedIn, because people like that. You know, people like that, and you might need that in the future, you know, who fucking knows? We were to compare you right now to times when you first arrived, you're showing a huge improvement. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot, actually, because like, I mean, like, personally, I can see, this is not me being narcissist, you know? I'm not being a narcissist right now, but like, I'm being as objective as possible. I'm trying to be, at least, but like, I can really see like my improvement from like the start to like now, from thumbnails to like what I talk about to like my quality, especially my shorts. I'm very proud of my shorts. I'm really proud of them. My recent ones, okay? Not my like old ones. I hate my old ones. But like they're the ones that keep getting recommended to people for some reason. You know, anyway, what was I? Jealousy, right? I would be jealous of like people who are like, oh my god, how did this person be friends with like this huge person, you know? This person's basically my size, you know? And then like they grew big because of it, for example. I used to be such a numbers person that it was pretty toxic. You can ask like Chiyu if she's here. I would be like ranting to her like, shit, why are my numbers not growing? You know, what's wrong with this short? What's wrong with this video? What's wrong with this, like the stream? Why shit, you know, I'm not growing, you know, I need to grow, you know, and like, that's about it. Oh, there she is. There she is. Yeah, you can vouch, right? I used to be like so obsessed with numbers that it's like so unhealthy. That's about it. And then I would also like be I'd also be like seeing other people do like, this is a very toxic mindset to have. But I used to like look at like other VTubers and be like, shit, this person is not entertaining. How is this person this much, you know, how is this person bigger than me? Like when they have like, for example, 10k followers on Twitch, 7k followers on Twitch, or like they're growing faster than me, and I'd be like, why is this person like so boring but growing faster than me? You know, I feel like I'm putting in so much work, so much more work than them. You know, is my OBS dead? No way. No way, not now. Not now. Not now. Not now. Not now. Not now. No, I can't end the stream now. It's such a cliffhanger. No, I need to like talk. I need to talk. Oh. Test. Please tell me if you can hear. Oh, I'm back. Okay, cool. Where was I? Yeah, so like I'd be like looking at like other people like stream, which I feel like, oh my god, why is this person growing faster than I am, or like bigger than I am, even though they only have like 5k followers, for example, or like 10k followers. You know, I used to be like a big numbers guy, so like I used to like look at that a lot, and I'd be like, this person I'm working so much harder than this person. Why is this person growing so much faster? It's an unhealthy mindset. Don't follow that, please. But that's what I like thought for the longest time. I never voiced it out loud, ever. Like I'd voice out loud like my struggles and my stresses about my own numbers, but I would never like, yeah, I ranted about that to my friends, but I would never ever even talk about like comparing myself to other people to my friends. You know, that's something that I always kept in my mind. You know, so it really bottled up. It actually really bottled up, and I was really jealous. It was so unhealthy. It was pretty bad. I think most people are jealous of people they know at some point of their life. It's not really a wrong thing to. It's just human. As long as you don't let it consume you and work at being better. I work at being better. I always feel like my latest shorts is always better than my last. That was like my mindset for making shorts. I want my latest short to be better than my last. That's always my goal. Or like my last stream to be better than my recent stream to be better than my last. I always try to like aim for that. But then like letting it consume me. No, I failed. I failed completely. I let it consume me. I really let it consume me. Lost. You know, hey, you were so overworked. I was. I feel like that. I mean, like, I feel like I'm still. I don't feel like I'm overworked now, but I feel like I'm overstressed and overthinking about life. Now that like all I have is just real life, right? Now I'm overthinking about it. Now it's like shit. You know, I'm not doing I'm not doing as much as I could. You know, I don't have a fallback. You know, I don't have Noma as an excuse anymore. You know. So yeah, I mean it's something that I need to work on privately, not on stream. You're seeing facts and the hardships you faced and seeing the improvements we talked about. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway, right? I think if you want to like know the deets, the actual like reasonings for everything, I can talk about that. But like I'll be repeating everything that I said last stream, and last stream was a lot more like structured than this stream. This stream I'm just like vomiting everything out of my mind. Last stream I actually like had like a storyline, you know. So if you want to hear the clearer version, it'd be like last stream. Why do I need like a whole new talking stream just for this? Well, it's because I got like dengue and typhoid, and I was like at bed rest at the hospital for like a week, and then I was at bed rest at home for like another 2 weeks. But I disobeyed that because I was like going out to like eat with like my dad, because my mom was like out of town, out of the country at the time. I was just like, hey dad, let's go out to eat, you know, like, aren't you supposed to be in bed? Like, yeah, but fuck that, you know. So basically what happened was it was so bad. First day of dengue, if you've never had dengue before, it was horrible. It was like, I felt like you're on the blanket, you're inside your blanket, and you'd be like sweating like crazy. You take it off, you'd be like shivering, and then you couldn't feel your legs, your arms, you wanted to puke, you wanted to like, you know, stuff like that. First day of dengue, right? And then like my uncle is a doctor, you know, and it was like, dude, I couldn't sleep. It was up until like 6 a.m. I couldn't sleep. I tried sleeping. I was throwing up. I was screaming for help. I was crying. It got that bad. I was crying like in my bed because of how much it hurt. And then I finally like I drank like paracetamol as well, and that did not help whatsoever, even though I usually like thought it would help, right? And so I crawled to like my uncle's room. By the way, I live in my grandparents' house. My uncle is still young. He doesn't have a family yet, so basically I just treat him as my cousin. So I crawled to my uncle's room, my cousin's room, right? and I was like begging. I was like, you know, like, please help me, stuff like that. And he just panicked. He's like, oh shit, what happened to you? Are you okay? And then like, and then he gave me like sleeping meds, sleeping pills, and I slept for half an hour. And then straight after that, he's like, yeah, we're taking you to the fucking hospital. And I could barely move. I could barely like see. I wanted to puke. When I walked, I could barely walk. And then when I got to the hospital, I was given a wheelchair. I fainted. I fainted on the wheelchair as I got off the car. And then he's like, it's a hospital where he works at, by the way. So like, you got special treatment. And then like, yeah, basically. And then like, I live in my work city, right? I don't live in like, I have two cities essentially. My main city where I was born and raised, and my work city, which is like a 2-hour flight away, where I come here to work. Essentially, I'm just here to work, right? My grandparents have a house here. I live here. This is where I'm originally from. This is where my family is originally from, but we moved to, like my parents and like the entire family just moved to like my home city essentially. But yeah. It's really hard to explain without really doxing myself. But essentially, there's no one to take care of me here because my entire family is in my home city, like including like aunts, uncles, grandparents, my parents, my cousins. I'm just here, so there's no one to take care of me, right? And I was here for like 5 days in the hospital. Oh crap, is my OBS dead again? Oh crap, it says it's offline. That is not good for me. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're back. So I was dying in the hospital because my uncle still needs to work, right? Like he is a doctor himself, so like he can't be with me all the time. And so like on day like 3 or something, my mom flew over to me and was like, we're taking you back home. We gotta take you back home. There's nobody to take care of you here. And my mom, can I say this? I don't really care about like my identity anymore. I'm not really like that private anymore. So my mom has a hospital back in like my home city. And like, we're taking you there, we're taking you there, son. Okay, I'm like, sure, I'm dying, mom, What's really funny, right? Is like, I feel like my mom was like an extreme extrovert. Like, she has like friends everywhere. She hangs out a lot. She just hangs out all the time, right? So when she got to me in like my work city, right? She has friends here. She was born and raised here, by the way, in my work city. As a cuddle me type sick person, or leave me alone type sick person. Good question. Cute girl, cuddle me. Anything other than that, aside from my mom, leave me alone. That is it. That is it. It's that simple. It's a simple formula, really. And then yeah, so my mom came here, right? Like, she came to the hospital room and said, are you okay? And then my health was, at the time, it was like feeling slightly better, even though I got an infusion in my hand and I couldn't move. I was like, yeah, you know what? It's a lot better than yesterday. Okay, cool. So my mom took care of me for 1 hour, and then she's like, okay, my son, I'm gonna leave and go dip out with my friends, go eat something. Shit, why are you here? Are you here to take care of me, or are you here to like hang out with your friends? And so I feel like she used me as an excuse to hang out with her old friends. And so she dipped and she went back at night, and then she took care of me again. But then, like, it's kind of funny though. I still look back on that and like I was like telling my mom like, are you here to take care of me or what? Like, and then she was like, oh, while I'm here, I might as well hang out with my friends, Is there anyone who is leave me alone type of person when sick? If you want to rest, then yeah, honestly, I would be asked to be left alone. But yeah, most of the time you're like, take care of me, you know? People want to at least mama is there. Yeah, and then my mom was like, yeah, you know what? I need to like go out of the country in like 3 days. You know, if you're still here, no one's gonna be taking care of you, at least in like the home city. You know, your aunts are there, your uncles are there, if anything happens, you know, your dad is there, you know, like if anything happens, you know, I have a support system back in like my home city. So my mom was like, okay, the second I recover slightly, just a little bit, because dengue and typhoid, right? They have like as 2 dips. That's how it works, right? You basically just dip your health, and then you recover, and then you dip again before you recover fully, before you're on the road to like normal recovery, which is where I'm at right now, right? And so like on the second like I feel like my health is fine, you know, my mom was like, okay, let's dip out, take a fucking flight, let's go right now, you know. And so like we did. My health was fine, I could already walk, but then I knew like tomorrow's gonna be like bad again. So I was just bracing for impact, you know? So we went back home, went to my mom's hospital, which is great, by the way, I love it. And then like, she was like, okay, you know what, you, right, she was like to my dad, like, you take care of him, I'm gonna go out of the country for like a week. And my dad was like, okay. You know, he's just like, he doesn't really care. He's just there, you know. He's there to like accompany, not to take care. You know, I don't think like guys have it in them to like take care of people unless they're like specifically trained to. You know, so my dad is like this clueless, like sitting on like the sofa watching like TV. Like every like 2 hours he'd be like, you okay in there? And I'd be like, yeah. You know? And I'm like, okay. You know. And then essentially I got out, like my health dipped again after that, because that's normal dengue, right? My platelets decreased like 60,000, which is not a lot, right? Normal is like 250 plus. And so essentially I got out of the hospital, and here I am, you know, got out of the hospital, supposed to be like staying at home at bed rest for like a week ish, right? I think it was a week, while drinking my medicine. I drank my medicine like consistently, not consistently, but like, yeah, somewhat consistently when I feel like I'm sick, because that's what the doctor said, right? When you feel like you're sick, go drink the medicine. Okay, so when I felt like I was sick, I drank the medicine. And then, you know, you'd get bored at home, you know, and there were a lot of restaurants that like me and my mom like send each other like Instagram reels on like, whoa mom, check this out, you know, this is cool restaurant near our house, you know, okay, we should go there, you know, stuff like that. And my mom would also send me like similar things. And so my mom wasn't there, I was really bored, and like my dad was like coming home from work, or like just on lunch break, right? And I just like call him or like tell him like the day before, like, hey dad, you know, this, I show him the reel, let's go here. And he's like, you know, fuck it, let's go. You know, like, aren't you supposed to be like sleeping right now, or like resting? And I tell my dad like, I feel fine, you know. And my dad is like, fuck it, let's go. You know, let's go fucking eat. I am hungry. And so we do, like up until like lunchtime, and then we got again like at night, up until like midnight ish, where we would like just chill. You know. I barely have time with my dad, right? If my mom and dad are in the same room, I would mostly like just go for like my mom, you know? Because my mom is like more maternal, you know? My dad is like more cold and calculating versus like warm and like embracing, you know? Of course I'd be like warm and embracing all the way, right? But so like this is like my first time, like I'm actually like, not my first time, like I really have like the want to like seriously talk with my dad, because usually it ends up with like a scolding, you know. My mom too, actually. If I talk seriously with my mom, like, it always ends up with like, you're being too lazy with your life, which is true. But you know what? You know what? At that time, like, my mom wasn't in the country, so I was like, you know what? It's my dad or nothing. You know? It was just like a week, 2 weeks of hanging out with a week of hanging out with my dad. Then my mom came back, and it was my dad's birthday. And you know what? Like, you know, let's go celebrate while I'm in like my home city. And so like, that's about it. You know, that's about it. That's what happened to me. And now like I'm back in my like work city. I was at the airport, right? I got back here like 3 days ago. And I was like, my legs felt like giving out. If I'm just gonna be fucking talking, why am I even in this game? Why am I actually in this game if I'm just gonna be talking? I don't understand. Hup. Hi. Let's not make it nighttime, because I'm talking about my life right now, an update of my life. So I'm gonna be like talking about like, I'm gonna be like more. Here we go. I'm not gonna be in the middle. There we go. There we go. This is a lot better, right? It's a lot better. So I feel like, you know what? I should be like more. Wait, no. What was I saying? All right, right, yeah. My legs feel like they were about to give out, right? And like I was walking at the airport, and I was like thinking to myself, shit, can I fucking make it? And am I not gonna be like sick the next day if I like walk this much? You know, my mom was like telling me like, son, stay until you actually feel better. And I'm like, no, I gotta stream. I haven't streamed in a while, and I kind of want to stream, you know. And other than that, I also feel like I kind of want to go back to working, because I can like normally like you know, go out to eat. I can probably like work even though I'm a bit weaker than usual. So I kind of felt guilty about that. I really wanted to like work, or at least be here to show my dedication, you know. And so I'm here. Airport walks are very long. And I was like thinking to myself, shit, am I gonna get sick? You know? And then the next day I got, no, I was like, on the day I went here, I had like migraines already, right? But then like, I thought to myself, you know, if I sleep it off, it'll be gone. The next day, plot twist, like 2 days ago, they weren't gone. My migraines were still there. What? My migraines were still here. What? They were still here. And so I was like, shit. Okay, I'm not gonna work today. So I didn't work 2 days ago. And then yesterday, my migraine felt like, you know what? It's a bit gone. I feel like I can force myself to go to work. And so I did. I forced myself to go to work. Yesterday. Boku ni mieteru ri. Okay. And so I forced myself to work yesterday, and the migraines came back like after like 3 p.m. And so I was like, shit, okay, if my migraines aren't like gone by tomorrow, aka today, I'm not gonna go to work again, right? And so I slept, and then luckily for me, right? Luckily for me, I had like a good reason for me to like not go to work up until like 12. Because I had like a guest at home, which is like my mom's friend, and you know, I'm a nepo baby, by the way. Yeah, I'm saying it now that like I don't care about like my VTubing career anymore. My real work, I'm a nepo baby. I'm a huge nepo baby. I mean like, I work, okay? I seriously work, okay? It's not like I'm a nepo baby and I don't do anything, okay? I feel like I try to bring enough to the table, and I do get stressed if I'm not given work. I always ask for work, but essentially I'm a nepo baby, and so I can technically just ditch work whenever I can, whenever I want, right? And so I was like, I had a good reason this time for me to like not go to work, like up until like 12 today. And so like, sucking your doctor parents' money. My parents are not doctors, actually. Fun fact. I think it's not part of your dictionary, huh? I hate doing nothing. I really hate doing nothing. I want to feel like I'm at least doing something. Even though I'm doing nothing, I want to feel like I want to feel like I'm at the environment where I could be doing something. You know, even though I'm at the office doing absolutely jack shit nothing, I want to be at the office anyway. You know, does that make sense? Even though I'm doing bullshit, whatever, God fuck knows what I'm doing, right? I want to be there and like, you know, different, because I'm not always at the office where I work, right? I travel around. I want to like at least be traveling to feel like I'm working, you know? Just watch Ben 10, then rest. I was resting. I was fully resting. So essentially, I had like a guest come over at like 10:30 today in the morning. So I slept a bit longer than usual today, and my migraine was just gone. Dude, who knew? You know, the secret to like losing your migraine is like, sleep longer, rest. But I did rest the day before though, and it was not gone, so that's crazy. And then, what else? Right, so today I went to work, and I did jack shit nothing, cause my boss wasn't there. Cause my boss was like in my home city. I don't know, I think he's like networking or something. And so like I really did not know what to do today. So I was just at work, just like on my laptop, opening WhatsApp, opening Discord, opening Baldur's Gate 3 forums. That is it. That is all I did today. Oh, I did taxes at work today. I did my personal taxes at work today. So, you know, that's how much I had nothing to do. That's how little I had to do today. Are you gay yet? Did you? You know what? I actually considered faking. Like I like there was like a 30% chance of like not faking. I would say like if someone says I would like when I was like trying hard, when I was like in my try hard phase, right? There was like a point in time when like if someone said I was like gay or something, I wouldn't deny it because statistics wise, gay VTubers are more successful than straight VTubers. Did you know that? Did you know that? No, I'm just gonna deny it. I don't care anymore, right? No, I am not gay. I like women. But if you're gay, you know, you do you. I really genuinely do not care. You know, I support you. Do you. You know? I am an ally, as they say. You know? Anyway. I wouldn't have like outright said, like when I was like trying hard, when I was like try hard mode, I wouldn't have like outright said I'm gay. You know? No. But I'd be like, if someone said like, oh my god, twink femboy, stuff like that, I wouldn't have denied it. I mean, I still wouldn't, you know. I still feel like my model, as much as I hate to like admit it, does exude like Shota twink femboy vibes. Anyway, oh, okay. Now that we're done with that, right? Can I show you the audition now? The successful audition. I had like, for context, I had like 17 different auditions, 18 different auditions. I was whimpering. I had like 17 to 18 different auditions, to like different agencies that I really wanted to get in, and I got like two, I got two interviews, and I feel like they improved over time as well. Like, this is something that you guys don't see as well. I don't show this to anyone. Just don't dox yourself, dude. I'm not. Like the start, like the early auditions, I did put like my real name and like everything. So I'm not gonna show you that. I am gonna show you like my best, most recent ones that landed me an audition to recently. Alright, I didn't get to finish the story actually. So remember like my last stream before I disappeared, right? I did one final audition to first stage production. Do you guys know that? First stage production is basically like, it's not as big as Whole Live or Whole Star. I mean, Whole Live and like Nijisanji or like stuff like that. But I do feel like it's up there, right? It's like Brave Group. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I usually only audition to like Hololive and Holo Stars, never anything else. And then like, I was like, you know what? Let's end it with a bang. Let's end my VTubing journey with like my last ever audition, right? If I get in, then cool. If I don't, then whatever. You know, I'm gonna end it anyway. It's my last audition anyway. If I got in, I would have like continued. If not, then it's just fate. It's like the universe is telling me to like go focus on your fucking real life work, you know? Where was I? What was I? Actually, where was I? Genuinely, where was I? I think I have like dementia or something with how easily I'm forgetting things. Holy shit. You want to show us your... No, I'm talking about something else. I was talking about like first stage production, right? And so essentially, I wanted to like just, you know, just what am I saying? Genuinely, what am I saying? Someone tell me what I'm saying, please. What am I waffling about? What is blood waffling about? You fought hard for your corporate VTuber journey. Oh, so you tried. Oh, right. Yeah. So I really wanted to like, the whole point of Noma, this channel existing, is for me to get into an agency. If I got into an agency, if I got into Whole Live or Nijisanji, wait, let me count how many like auditions I did. 17, 18, I think. I had like a whole, I'm opening my Google Drive right now. I have like a whole folder called, where is it? Others, video scripts and research. Audition Hell. Here we go. I have like this whole thing called Audition Hell. I have different scripts for each of them, different concepts for each of them. I was really trying hard because I was scared like, oh shit, you know, they could take a look at my previous audition even though they rejected me and be like, it's the same fucking idea. This guy's not creative. Let's not hire him and let's blacklist him forever. You know, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17! 17 different auditions. Because I have 17 different scripts. Right? I've got 17 different scripts. I've got like... At first, I auditioned to like Hololive. Not even Holo Stars, Hololive, because I didn't know that existed. Right? And then like I auditioned to Holo Stars. I auditioned to like... Nijisanji a lot because they opened auditions a lot. If I was in, it would be fate. It would be fate. That's what I was saying. Yeah. And so yeah, that was the end of that essentially. Let me open up my audition actually. Let me open up my audition. I'm not gonna show you my first stage audition, my latest audition, but I'm gonna like give you like my last Nijisanji one. Essentially, I haven't told you. Right, so first stage, I got an interview at the end of that. I got an interview as like my last hurrah. I was interviewed by like 5 different people, I think. That was like right after my, no, right before my final stream before I disappeared. That was my, yeah, that was it. That was a few days after that. No, a few days before that. And so I submitted this audition, and then like, they're like, hey, Noma, we really like your vibe. We would really love to talk to you on a, was you playing Minecraft during the interview? That was my early stages. It wasn't an interview, it was like the audition. I would make like, my early auditions was like me using like a different name called Ren Lustralia, playing Minecraft, and I would plant a creeper before the recording, and I'd be like, pretend to be shocked, you know, hey guys, hey, this is me, oh my god, whoa, and then like, it would like, I would like fake laugh. It was cringe. It was really cringe. My first ever audition was me role playing as Akechi, Goro Akechi from Persona 5. I was voice acting and role playing as Goro fucking Akechi. I did not have a model. I did not know what a model was. I didn't know how to commission one. I didn't have a PC. I had a laptop. I had my MacBook. I edited it on iMovie. Wait a minute. That makes it an extra script. I did 18 then instead of 17 auditions, because I don't think I put that in my like audition hell folder. You know, it was really cringe. I didn't know how to entertain people. I didn't really know how to do anything. Even my previous channel, my pre-Noma channel, my Trails of Cold Steel channel, wasn't even like on yet. So I really didn't know how to like entertain. I didn't know how to like talk properly. I don't know how to like do any of that. I don't know how to rant properly. I don't know how to like manage a stream. I don't know how to yap, essentially. I don't know how to like at least try to like keep people captivated, you know? Which is I feel like is a skill that you need experience to grow, you know? The intention was there. It was. Did I hear something about delicious? I actually did say that. Just saying. Just saying. I actually tried really hard. And I was heartbroken when I saw that one view. I think that's probably why they blacklisted me. I don't know, maybe that's why they never interviewed me. You know, they'd be like, oh shit, it's the kid who uploaded that cringe Akechi audition. Let's ban him forever. You know, I'm never gonna show that. I'm never gonna show that. What I am gonna show is my latest. Should I be on screen for this to narrate, or do you guys want to like watch it like just without anything? Do you guys want to like watch it just without like commentary? Oh, you guys want to watch it without commentary, or do you guys like want to like watch it with me being there, pausing and react to it? Do you guys want me to react to it, or do you guys want me like? Oh, you guys want to like? Does it narrate? Okay. Hold on. Let me set it up. Studio mode. Studio mode ですね。わかった。ほほ。わかった。ほほ。Crap baskets. I don't know how to like do this properly. Dun dun. Da 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 dun 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 dun. Can we do a karaoke actually? I don't really care about my image anymore. I kind of want to do a karaoke. I kind of really want to do a karaoke. I want to like sing some like songs that are like, you know, I'm gonna cringe about it one day, maybe tomorrow, or the next day, and the day after. Oh, by the way, speaking of, actually, before I say anything, do you guys like, I uploaded like a song cover, right? I don't think it's like the type of song that I'm like, that my voice is suited to. I feel like my voice is suited to like calmer, slower songs. So like fast-paced, higher-pitched screaming songs, I don't think my voice is like well suited for that. But do you like it? Did I miss it? It's a video. It's a video. Like the thanks guys. I appreciate it. I appreciato it. Where? Well, hold on. Game capture, Google Chrome. That is not there. Great. Great. Okay. Not good. Not good. Okay. Is it window capture? Oh, it's window capture. Ah. Okay. 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 I feel like this is fine, right? I feel like is this? Oh fuck. Okay, I'm about to like really cringe here, but you know what? Bam, bam, bam. This is my last Holo Stars audition. Oh crap baskets. This is my last ever my last Holo Stars audition, and I used like are you allowed to put songs here? Go right ahead. I don't know. You can mix songs. I could barely mix songs. I don't know what I was doing, honestly. Salmon. I think you're Salmon, right? You're Salmon. You used to be Salmon, right? I'm pretty sure. Okay. Can't believe I'm actually showing this on stream. I didn't think there would be a day when I would be showing this on stream. Before I start, what do you expect from an audition? Let me give you like a crash course on like, just in case you guys want to like make an audition to like a VTuber agency, you know, let me teach you while I'm at it, okay? Because I do like teaching a lot. And for the people who are like watching this, like watching the recorded version of this, the unlive, the not live version of this, you know, what do you think? Think long and hard, right? What do you think, like, the point, like, what do you think they're expecting? What do you think they want in an audition? Does it have to be unedited? Does it have to be straight up you reacting to things as a streamer? No, not really. It doesn't have to be that. They just want to know your qualities. They just want to know what you can offer to them. And if it takes like explaining to do, then sure, go fucking explain it. If it takes like a clip to do it, then sure, go do that. If you want to show off your editing, don't tell them about your editing. Show them your editing. You know, show them everything that you've done. Show them your experience. Tell them at the end what you're doing, why you're doing this. And I was being like completely honest here. Like I actually like said, like in this audition, like the whole reason why I made this channel is to join Holo Stars, and I'm not even kidding. Like a video tutorial on how to do that. You know, that takes effort, and effort is essentially tryharding. You know, I want to try hard on live streams because I really like interacting with you guys. But then like videos and like shorts, they're all related to growth. You know, and I don't really like care too much about that anymore. Like I'm fine with like 2.67k subs. I mean, like I can grow bigger, you know. I don't mind growing bigger, but I'm at the acceptance stage, you know. You know, it was a shower, not a grower. Okay, listen. I used to be like a teller, you know. Like essentially, like my first ever like auditions, it was so cringe, it was so bad. I don't even want to take a look at them again. They were so bad. Like at the start, it was like, hey, don't skip this audition. You're gonna miss out. You know, stuff like that. Stuff like that. So, do you know that information? I've shown Chiyu a few auditions. I've shown Chiyu a few auditions, but not all of them. I don't think I've shown her this though. I don't think I've shown her like my last one. This is, it says here Holostars audition 10, but it wasn't 10. It was like 14. I think I mistyped it. I was like putting on like a new number, like randomly. I think at the time, because this is the private version. Because I have like two different uploads. Like the private version for me to view, and the one that I send over to them, because I get to see like the amount of views it gets without all the bias, you know. For me, because I view it a lot, I review it just to see like if it works or not, if there are any kinks with the editing, if I want to improve something, you know, if the volume's off, I re-edit it, you know, stuff like that. It says audition 10. It's actually audition 14 or 15 or 16, 15, 16. Wait, no, this is like the second last audition. This is the third last audition. I went for like another Niji Sanji audition straight after this. But it says this is the same video because I feel like I don't think like I could like improve anything after this to the point where like I can't be bothered. I'm just gonna send first stage Niji Sanji and Holostars the same audition at the same time. Right, and only first stage accepted. Basically, this is the one for like first stage. But imagine like the reason why I'm not showing the first stage one is because it didn't say like I made this channel just for you, you know, because that was like, because I didn't make that channel for first stage. Basically, it's an entirely new script. Usually, I make a new script for every audition, but this is my magnum opus audition. I feel like, to the point where like, you know what, I can't be bothered anymore. I don't want to like change anything. If they blacklist me, they blacklist me, because this is my final audition anyway. You know, that's how committed I am to like just ending everything. So I wanted to like end things with a bang, with my best ever audition ever. And you know what? I'm gonna stop fucking yapping. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Hajimemashite! My name is Noma. This is my guitar. I play the guitar. That's not really relevant though. Cough cough. I'm gonna fill this out now. Yeah. And this is my Holostars audition. I've been streaming on this channel for more than a year now, all for the purpose of improving my skills and showing you that I'm a good fit for Holostars. I'm not kidding. I wish I was. It's actually why I started this channel. But what can you possibly offer to Holostars, Noma? Why, good question, stranger. Myself, of course. Personally, I believe that pure gameplay on a channel is extremely boring. So I also like doing non-gaming streams like this one, where I lectured my viewers about finance. Or how about another one where I did an ambient stream in a library that caught on fire? Remember that? Or how about me writing a book in Minecraft? Or maybe a simpler reaction to my own reaction to my debut. Remember these? Or another stream where I ranked different types of rocks based on what personalities and stories I gave them. Right, and there's like romance between Marble and Anthracite. Bodyguard x client. You know? You know what I mean? They go to the same school, right? And like, oh Joe, let me protect you, you know? And then like Marble's like, stop it, Anthracite, you're embarrassing me. This is cool. I also play a lot of different instruments, like the guitar. Or the guitar. Or the guitar. Okay, I lied. I only play the guitar, but let me serenade you. Good morning. I know it's hard to wake up because the sun's in your eyes and life kinda sucks, but you got this. And hey, you never know,
There's a million different ways that this whole day could go, so I'm just popping in to say, I hope you have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, next! I need to tell you how hard it is to grow a channel purely by live streaming. Like, seriously, why is it so hard? You know what helped me though? Shorts. That's right, I've been editing all my videos and shorts up until today. Cause like, I will sit there dumbfounded and really not know what I'm doing. Overall, I have a ton of experience in streaming as a VTuber. I've created a lot of different unique ideas for myself, and I believe that I've grown in terms of knowledge and ambitions. I'm really excited to do this because I believe I've improved a lot since my last audition, and I'm a lot more competent than able now. I won't let you down if you consider me, so hit me up please. That was it. That was it. That was my last audition that landed me an interview on first stage. I didn't get an interview on Nijisanji or Hololive though with this, but you know, I don't think they were hiring. I feel like they were. I feel like with this audition, like back then, I would have. This is not me like sugarcoating. This is not me like stroking my own cock or anything. But I feel like with this audition, I feel like I would have like gotten an interview with like Nijisanji or Hololive if they were hiring. But I think it just so happens that they weren't hiring, that they didn't like ask for an audition, you know? I mean, they didn't ask for an interview, you know? But first stage was in fact hiring. They were actually opening interviews at the time, and this was like, yeah. And they yeah, essentially that was it. That was it. With this, I've locked myself out of every agency officially. I've actually said everything I did. I've actually shown one of my actual auditions. That was it, man. That was done. That was out the window. You know, out the window. Everything that I know and love about what's it called? About auditioning, out the window. Every opportunity that I have is pew, you know, gone. But there we go. That was my audition. GMT Studios. Thank you for showing. Yo, thank you for watching that shit show with me. Thank you for being with me on the ride. That was it essentially. And I feel like my editing has really grown. Like if you see that one audition on its own, I like it. But then like if you see like the growth from like my first audition to like that audition, like I view it myself sometimes, and like I mean I remember it sometimes, and like dang, you know, that really motivates me into thinking like if I could do that much improvement, you know, I could like I could be doing a lot of things, you know? And I think if Niji and Hoso's was family friendly, they would hire you. They are family friendly. They are family friendly though. I try to be family friendly as possible when I was tryharding, because I didn't want them to like see, you know, any bad things, you know, that would make them like not hire me. You know? That was essentially it. Any comments on the audition though? Like I feel like that was my, I'm not cringing as hard with that. I lied. I am very much cringing, but it was a lot worse before. Like I would be like, hey, whoa, stop right there. Don't move. Don't skip this audition. You know, I'm gonna show you something cool. And it's me doing like the absolute, like it's just me just like showing the most random clips ever. And it's like not fun. Not a good time. You know, and somehow I got an interview with Niji Sanji with one of those shitty auditions. Back then. For Noctix. Crazy. Like, I can't believe like I saw that cringe and be like, you know what, I like this guy. You get him in. It was with my old model too. It wasn't like with my 2.0. You know? If I got at the VTP, do you think a mad scientist character would fit me? I feel like the most calm looking character, the most like young boy looking character would fit you, because you say like the most unhinged things, and I like it. I like the contrast between like innocent looking characters saying the most horrendous things, you know? I really like that. If you're a mad scientist, you're playing with that role of you saying unhinged things, so I don't think it would work out, honestly. This is me being blunt right now. Like, genuinely, it summarized you perfectly and not taking away. It was fast-paced but still coherent and very concise. It wasn't boring at all. I was focused on it real to the end and had to chuckle a lot. Really? You chuckled from that? I mean, I like the ninja way part. Like, this is my Holo Stars audition, and then it's just Hinata. Like, it is me crossing out like the ninja way with Holo Stars audition. I like that part, but everything else, you know, I feel like I was forcing the jokes. Is Albin? Albin! Actually, wait, I actually like his model a lot, honestly. Is he still active? Is that man still active? Is he still active, actually? Genuinely asking. Does he still stream? He does! What? Oh wait, no, he doesn't. Does he? Oh, he does! He does! He does stream. He does still stream. Yeah, he does. Okay, never mind, he does. He does stream. Yeah, I like back then, like cause it wasn't only like an audition that you had to like send in, right? It was also like a whole, hold on, I'll send you one, I'll send you like my latest one. Audition. Niji Sanji, here we go. No, new concept, here we go. They ask you like a lot of questions on like Google Forms as well. I'll take a look at them. See, like, please tell us your experience as a live streamer. In addition, please include the maximum number of viewers you've had at any one time, is one of the questions. They asked us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different questions. They're all open-ended. They're basically like your personal statement, essentially. And I had to like remake every single one of them like from scratch every time I auditioned. You know how fucking tiring that is? Because this is my whole goal anyway, so this is what I was focusing on, right? Tools, word count, let's see this. I had to write a total of, my last one was 1,850 words. 1,850 words per audition, where I just developed each answer as I go whenever I do like a new audition. And the last one, my magnum opus, I feel like, has 1,850 words in like the document that I sent them on what my motivations are, me answering their questions, etc, etc, etc. Yes, all the talents stream unless personal shit, you know, and all of them probably took a break because of focus grad. That's fair. Like, what are the big questions? Whole Live asked this, right? I can give you like the questions that Whole Live ad Niji Sanji gave. Niji Sanji gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. 15 questions, while Whole Live asked for 8. I'll show you Niji Sanji's, okay? Please introduce yourself, including your background in streaming / content creation, why you'd be a good fit for Niji Sanji EN, your strengths, weaknesses, and any other information that you'd like to promote yourself as a suitable candidate for this audition. You want to hear my answer? I'm not gonna type it out. I'm not gonna like copy paste it. I don't want to like show this document because I can't be bothered to like proofread it for any like doxing content, you know. Because I have like the Nijisanji version, because Nijisanji and Hololive asked for different versions, asked different questions, so I have to like have different versions of this as well. The Nijisanji one, hold on, has, let's see how many words I wrote for Nijisanji. Nijisanji asked for more questions. Hololive, I gave like 1,850 words. Meanwhile, Nijisanji, I gave in 2,990 words. So almost double. Almost double for Nijisanji. Nijisanji really asks a lot. Anyway, I'll answer the question, you know. Please introduce yourself and your background in streaming content creation, why you'd be a good fit for Nijisanji Ian, your strengths and weaknesses, and any other information you're willing to provide, etc., etc. Wait, let me echo. Let me give myself an echo. No, actually, no, fuck that. I'll say it out loud. My desire and yearning to become a live streamer started in 2020 when, oh wait, no, that's Hololive. My desire and yearning to become a live streamer started in 2020 when the concept of VTubers rose to popularity and became one of the most exciting mediums to watch mid-pandemic. After being even more immersed in this niche and being exposed to Nijisanji JP's content and external clips, I thought to myself that I wanted to do that too. I wanted to be able to accompany and entertain people who were feeling bored at the time, and to create my own fan base filled with individuals who share the same love for this industry as I do. And this part is real, by the way. During late 2020, this aspiration of mine turned one step closer to reality when Nijisanji Ian's first wave applications opened. Due to this, at around the same time, I applied and started live streaming to build a portfolio as redacted beep. I'm not gonna say this. It's my old channel's name. Something I realized I could have very much improved. After failing countless Nijisanji auditions, I decided that I had to develop myself as a streamer drastically. So I started streaming as Noma in late December 2022 with major improvements such as editing shorts and TikToks, creating many stream ideas, researching video essays, and doing my own marketing endeavors. Having planned this for almost a year, both channels engraved a sense of self-fulfillment within myself, and I do not wish to stop anytime soon. I lied. Despite being prone to hyper-focusing on channel analytics, which I plan to reduce, I consider myself to be a very creative and enthusiastic person, which are both necessary qualities to be a substantial part of Nijisanji Ian. This is so corporate, by the way. I had to be corporate with this. And these are show and stream my one-off stream ideas and how I present myself to my audience, as I believe that normal gaming streams as a VTuber is already a very common activity. By the way, this is me trying to diss Nijisanji because they really like their normal gaming streams, and I really don't like that. Oh, where was I? I'm also being able to utilize DaVinci Resolve to edit videos, shorts, and TikToks, being personally mentored and guided by several professional editors and content creators, which is true, by the way. Thanks to the skills I have learned thus far, I have very much grown compared to the me of 2020, who is barely able to edit content and generate new stream concepts. These, alongside my ever-growing drive to further cultivate myself as a streamer, would make myself a valuable addition to the Niji Ian roster. Bam. Is that corporate or what? What made you become a streamer / content creator? You know, I can't be bothered to read all this. My voice is already cracking. Do you guys want me to send you the document? Actually, no, this has my fucking work experience. Holy crap, I was about to send you my work experience. Holy shit. Holy, oh my god. That would have been yabai. That would have been so yabai. Holy crap. That would have been yabai. I wouldn't have sent you this. Keep the doc? I will keep the doc. I will keep the doc. How many words is it in total? Including the script, this document is 3,498 words. Not bad. And I did this shit like 18 times. 18 godforsaken times that I will never, the time that I've invested in this will never come back, because what did I gain from this? Absolutely fuck shit, nothing. Nothing. I invested in a PC, I invested in a fucking model. You know how much this fucking model costs? $1,800. You know how much the background costs? $350. That's like $2,000 plus. It's including my 1.0 model, which costs $600. That's like almost $4,000. The art as well. I must have wasted at least 7,000. 7 grand on this. Plus my PC, which is like, let me. My PC is like $5,500. So I wasted like $14,000 on this whole endeavor. On Noma, $1,400. All for what? You know, I feel like if I wasted that much money, I might as well like really tried hard and really like really did my best to get into the agency. So I did what I could. You know, I did everything that I could. I tried to like fight tooth and nail for it, and you know, I didn't get it. And essentially, at the end of the day, this is all a sunk cost, and not just the money. By the way, money I could regain, but I feel like my time is not something I could get back. You know. Like, the time that I spent on this is not something that I could ever take back. Streaming alone is fine. Just streaming is, you know what? It's not really that. Streaming, honestly, purely streaming is fun. It's genuinely fun because it's just, you barely do anything. You're just there, talk, play a game. You know, unless you make a concept. You know, but videos, shorts, analyzing yourself, analyses on yourself, you know, the plan, full stop document. That takes a while, and that's where most of the work is at. You know, commissioning stuff in the background, you know, that's where most of the work is at, and it really, you know, at the time it really broke my heart to know that like all this work that I put into amounted to nothing, technically. But, you know, that's life, right? If I can't like get over this, then how am I supposed to get over like the bigger things in life? One day I'm gonna go through a midlife crisis, and if I can't even like handle this, how am I supposed to go through that, right? You've also grown from that experience, don't you think? As a person, I do think so. Yes, actually, I've grown to like not be jealous. I've grown. I mean, I'm still very jealous as a person, but like I've grown to like accept that as a problem of mine. I've learned to like realize that I can improve myself if I've just put in the work, you know. But I also realize that luck is also an important factor in everything. But you know what? It's fine as long as you're in, you know, as long as you just push, you're not gonna get that luck. And I mean, like, sometimes you push and you never get that luck anyway, but you know what? A 0.1% chance is better than a 0% chance, right? It says the documents from the redactions because I don't want corporate Noma, I want real Noma. Makes sense? I'm too lazy to like redact everything, JMT, you know? So, but money is there to be spent. It is. And when you have no money, I mean, at the start, I really did have no money, which is why I made myself this. He says some dude dragging a mouse for the model to move. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's not just that. We also have to, you know, got some memories out of it. I did get some memories out of it. Lucky, sorry to bring this up, but I'm honestly so glad that we kept pushing you to go to social gatherings when you said there was an upcoming one. Wait, what? So glad that we kept pushing you to go to social gatherings whenever you said there was an upcoming one. Like real life social gatherings? It would have broken my heart as well. No, my dad Laura about to go crazy. I know, man. Imagine if I actually got into an agency and then one day my kids are like, hey, this used to be dad dressing up as a twink femboy. The real VTuber agencies are the chat members you made along the way. Hell yeah. Okay, it's thundering really loudly and I'm feeding my anxiety for getting lightning struck, so I'm gonna go hydrate. Bye, Lost. You know, don't stress yourself out too much. You know, remember thunder isn't really gonna hit you if you're in a house. You're fine. I used to be scared too. You're fine. At least you don't have leave the regret of not doing anything when you have the chance for small things. That's true. That's true. Dad, I want to be like you when you grow up. No, you don't. Don't. Please don't. I beg you, don't be like me. Choose another role model. Essentially, that's it. Noma couldn't beat the twink allegations, so he joined it. I don't care anymore. My role model dead. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm tired, boss. I'm really tired, boss. Mentally tired. Oh my god, man. It's not the same, you know? I wanted to do a karaoke, but maybe you could save that for next time, you know, because I really do need to sleep. Thank you for joining this thank you for watching my audition, by the way, because I don't know what would have happened if I would just watch that alone. I appreciate you guys being here, honestly, because like, imagine if this wasn't like on the Noma channel. Imagine if this was like something dash Nijisanji En, you know, and you guys are watching me there. You know, can you imagine that? I wouldn't be able to like interact with you as much, so I'd be like, I would have to focus on the stream more. I couldn't like name out a single one of you to chat, you know. Can you imagine that? Could you really imagine that? I feel like I still feel like the me right now can do it, because I feel like I've been able to do it before, and because I've been able to do it before, I can like tap back into that and just like, hell nah, why not? You're still sick. Get well soon. I mean, like, I'm still weak, but I'm not sick anymore. My migraines are gone. I was right. It was 2 hours. Was it? Next time, I hope I can join. Dude, next, like, I wanna. No guesses, by the way. Don't guess anything. But next time, no, not next time. I'm gonna do like a native language like learning stream. And I really wanted to like have like someone from my country help me out with it, right? Like roleplay as like a waitress or a waiter while I'm at it or something. Like, you know, but then like I don't know anyone from my country who VTubes. I think I've said this to someone before, but like outside of like Noma, I feel like I pretty much look and act like a normie, you know. I don't think like anyone would be able to guess like this person, me of all people, would have like a channel where it's just me singing, making shorts, ranting as like with like a model, a VTuber model, you know, with this much dedication. I don't think anyone would be able to guess that. So, to be honest, I feel like you'd be more burnt out as an easy Sanji talent management is crazy. I made it that far. I made it this far, you know? I feel like with the fact that like I'm in Niji Sanji, which is what I worked towards like in the first place, I would be like a lot more motivated than I am now. The reason why I dropped in motivation is because all my auditions kept failing, and I see people who I feel like are less, and you know, who I feel like work less than me grow a lot faster and bigger. You know, that is the main two reasons why I got burnt out and fell off, essentially, right? But if I feel like if I actually reached my goal on why I started this in the first place, and I was able to make money off of this, you know, I'd be a lot more motivated, you know? Because right now I haven't made a single cent from this. Like, at all. Like, I've been doing this ad hoc. I didn't get a single cent back. Like, all for what, you know? Like, that's what I think sometimes. But, you know, I was thinking of going to therapy lately, right? But, wow, why did I say that? Holy... This is not something I should be sharing. Disregard. I was thinking about like Gura, right? On her last stream. I was thinking about Gura on her last stream, and her last words that she said that really made me cry was like she was saying it in like a soft voice. Hold on, let me like try to like find it. I'm not gonna like show you it on stream, but I'm gonna like show you like her voice, right? Her Gura channel graduation 3D mini live. Oh my god, her voice is so good. I love her. I miss her already.
Your shark idol for the last half decade, 5 years. Wow.
Her voice is so calming. Her voice is so calming. Have I said that?
In this time, I
Here, hold on.
experience and I was really hard to get my footing. Sometimes it was terrifying.
I get it, Gura.
No.
Hold on.
Dedication, and I am honored to have been able to
Her last words.
songs, new experiences.
Her last words is
Thank
what
you
really
for
made me cry.
everything.
Hold on.
I've got a Gulfstream one last time.
Oh, wait.
Time to Otsame.
Yeah,
Got a
sorry.
Gulfstream Korean.
Is this it?
Everything.
No, that's not it.
What?
That's not it. Wait.
The biggest. Take care
There we go.
and be
Here,
kind.
yeah, here we go. This part really made me fucking cry, right? What she was like saying? Like,
The
listen to this.
biggest. Take care and be kind to yourselves. Okay?
That made me... Fuck. Fuck, man. Fuck. The way she said... Sorry. The way she... Fuck. Hold on. Shit. Wait. Fuck. Man, the smallest part of her... Why is it... The way she said it, right? The way she said it, like the biggest take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves, you know, and be kind to yourselves. That, oh gosh, man. Okay, Gura, I will be kind to myself. You know, I will be kind to myself. I never like really considered those words ever. No one tells me to like be kind to myself. You know. It's always like work harder, work hard, keep working hard. You know, it's never like please be kind to yourself. You know, that's like I've never like heard. I mean, like Kuni says that all the time. Real says that all the time, right? But then like it's different to hear it like in person. You know. You know, and like the fact that like it's someone that has like a special meaning in my heart for me, right? Who said it to me? Technically, it's not to me. It's to like 195,000 different people. But like the fact that she said it in like such a kind voice, you know, to tell me that like, you know, be kind to yourself. You know, you're working hard. You're working hard enough. You know. It. Fuck. Yeah, like to have someone like actually tell you in person with such a nice voice as well, with you know, someone that you technically have seen the growth of and have seen the struggles of as well. It comes from like a place of experience. You know, the be kind to yourself. You're good enough. You know, stuff like that. You know, I've never really had anyone tell that to me, like straight up. I understand the importance of that, but like you know, just to hear that from someone, it 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 impacts you, right? It really does. It impacts you, and those being her last words as well. You know, I don't know. She will never know that I exist, but I really owe her a lot. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I fuck. Man. Huge rant. I'm gonna miss Gura. I like. I'm a huge fan of her. I I don't know. I feel like I really like what's it called? Um, childlike designs, including Gura's, which is why like the VTubers that I like are usually like childlike ones, like Gura, Kobo, Laplace, who else? Right, stuff like that, right? And then like anime characters that I like are also like childlike ones, like you know, yeah, for example, Rudy is fucking Grey Rat, right, from Mushoku Tensei, or like, um, what's his name from like, uh, ours, fuck, ours, Ars Levant from like the Aristocrat, blah 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 blah. I like that anime a lot as well. Childlike ones, right? I don't know. It's like the Ikemen types don't really like sit with me. I mean, like, I like them, sure, but then like I don't like. I can't like relate to them as much. You know, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's really weird. Is it because I still see myself as a kid? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. But that's it. You know. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with the stream. I'm done with everything. Next time I will be doing like a concept gaming stream next time, by the way. It's not me yapping anymore. I'm done yapping. You guys want to hear me rant? Well, too bad. Go to this stream or the last stream. You know, I will be ranting next stream, but I'm not gonna be ranting as much anymore. You know, because I am going to be a lot more unhinged from now on, because I am now an indie VTuber who's not aiming to be in an agency. Wow, whoa, crazy, what? And I'm also not taking this seriously, so I don't really care about my image anymore. So, there you have it. Goodbye, people. I'm still talking. Oh, wait, actually, you know what? Next time, maybe we could do like a karaoke, because I don't care anymore. Wow! I don't really care anymore. What? Yeah, bye-bye. Wait. I gotta yap for a little bit more, actually. I gotta yap for a little bit more. I feel like my voice, right, for singing is more suited for like slow, low, slow, calming songs instead of like the like the fast paced ones, right? So I kind of like slow songs, and I do like I wanted, if I had like more time, right, if it wasn't so late for me, I would probably like sing right now, because why the fuck not? I don't care anymore. But you know what? You know, I actually like downloaded like a reverb, what's it called? A reverb plugin. Testing. Hi. Hello. Is this like reverbing right now for you? Just to like make it, oh, here we go. This is like the small reverb, right? So like if I sing, it'll be like a lot more, what's it called? immersive, I guess. You know? It'll be a lot more immersive, and it'll be a lot more, what's it called? Oh shit! Gura! No, stop! No, I don't want to see you I don't want to see you. I know. I'm mourning. I was mourning, man. I was mourning. I mean, I was like singing, what's it called? I was like solo singing the other day, right? I was like recording just me singing, just to hear what I sound like, right? When I'm singing. I was like singing like, cause I was like listening to like Agura Agura like karaoke, right? And she was like singing like Can't Help Falling in Love from like, you know, Elvis Presley, and I was like, oh shit, oh, you know, I haven't heard this song in a while, you know? Or like, you know, she, like, her fans made like a fan song. I've been so addicted to it, you know? Waiting and waiting, the heaven knows I tried to keep from breaking. I love that. It's such a good song, you know? I love that song. I'll show you the song. It's like, it's by Wonder Riku. And that song actually made me fucking cry. Everything makes me cry these days, man. I don't know, I think my mental state is at that point right now. Where like I'm overthinking so many things that like any little like nudge would make me cry. You know? What are you using for the reverb effect? I don't know, I just downloaded some random thing on the internet. You know? That's just it. I was like solo singing last night to like this random ass like my voice, by the way, is like already cracked with all the talking that I did this stream. So oh, it started. Only fools rush. Ah, crap. In, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I? Would it be a sin? I'm done. Goodbye, people. Next time it'll be like a proper karaoke where I actually like try, I feel like, because my voice is like already dead right now. My vocal cords are just used up. Maybe Monday, right? Maybe Monday. Or Sunday, I don't know.